Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast interview series. We have a very special guest, Mark the Mark and Corey with me. Jason could not be here, but we do have the Mauler, James Manning, who hasn't said a word since he's jumped on here, so we're just going to get into this. Mauler, how are you doing?
How am I doing? Oh, I don't know. I'm told, I'm going to get to go on the podcast. After I finally whined and bitched enough, squeaky wheel gets the grease, I'm going to get on the podcast. You're going to be the first one, Mauler. We're going to get you right on there. What do? You do that first! It's fine.
I apologize for that.
It's fine. Just get this over with. Seen double here as 4 Corys. There's Mark the Mark. Where the hell is Jason? See, that's nothing. I'm not even good enough. Jason just decides to hell with the Mauler. Just isn't going to be here. Isn't going to give me the light of day.
I mean, yeah.
No respect.
So, IHW, the Hateful Dead got a big win over Sebi and Shano. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, that was the first. Those were the first victims of the purge. All right, we're in this little tag team. I don't know if it's a tournament. I don't know if it's an eliminator. I don't know if I've got 4 more fights, 2 more fights, 1 more fight. All I know is they were the first. They were the first to fall at the feet of the dead. We're going to go on. We're going to beat whoever else we have to. We'll take on Perfect Storm again. Going to be different this time. And we're going to take those tag team championships, and as Mortis has said, we're going to burn down tag team wrestling. We're going to rebuild it in the Hateful Dead's image, because that's what it deserves. That's what it needs. If you have a dilapidated old house that you're trying to rebuild or spruce up, you don't just put a new coat of paint on it. You don't just put it in new windows. No, you burn it to the ground. You tear up the foundation. You build anew. And that's something that a lot of the companies around here haven't done. They want tag team wrestling, but they're just doing a patchwork job to try to get it off the ground. That's why we started with IHW. Oh, we're going to have tag team wrestling. What do? The same old faces in the same old places. Perfect Storm. So that's where it starts. It's not just going to stop there. North Pro wants to have tag team championships. We got our eyes on them. Even IPW, I'm sure they want gold at some point. I know Ricky's doing his own thing over there, but eventually he's going to realize that the dead is what's going to make it happen. And then you got other companies. New Breed's got tag titles. CCW's got tag titles. Their time will come.
Mark, anything to ask the Mauler, James Manning?
I mean, I feel like all of my questions are being answered as we go, but definitely kudos to you guys in advancing in the IHW Tag Team Tournament. Definitely. Do you already know as to who you will be facing?
I have no idea. I think Perfect Storm, I believe, beat AWOL, Acadians Without Limits, or whatever the hell they're called now. So I assume they're going to be next at some point. I don't know. I've heard rumblings of elimination match. I've heard it referred to as a tournament. I have no idea. No one tells me anything around here. For all I know, it's in the damn mail again. Again, I don't check the mail. I don't know why that's hard to understand.
I get that.
Screw Canada Post.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Goddamn mailmen think they're better than me with their friggin' shorts and their cushy job.
So let's change the subject here. North Pro, you've made a lot of appearances there. You even shimmied with the Highlight Heathens. How did that go?
How did that go? You saw how it went. I don't understand. I was brought in to help. It was supposed to be Shadow Agency. They brought me in. It's going to be Hateful Dead and AWOL as Shadow Agency. Then you got AWOL doing their own thing. Morris is doing his own thing. Kobe's supposed to be coaching us. Next thing I know, I can't get on shows. I have to work with those freaking Highlight Heathens, Hollywood Heathens, whatever the hell they're called. They call me up, want to hire me. Great, fantastic. I try to fit in the group. I try to fit in. I'm not a bad guy. I'm a hateful guy, but I'm not a bad guy. So I try to fit in, wear the stupid arm pads, do the stupid little dance. What do? Freaking laugh at me, leave me for the wolves so Sabotage and Kobe could just destroy me, which, by the way, took 3 men to beat 1 Mauler. So I don't count that as a loss. I count that as... No. Mortis has told me I need to stop being so angry at things I can't control, but it's just so freaking easy! Yes, I've been North Pro, I've done shimmies, I've done dances, I'm not doing it again. The fans aren't going to get that again.
All right.
That's unfortunate because I really enjoyed it personally.
I don't care what you enjoy. It's what I enjoy. I enjoy hurting people. I enjoy pain and hate. I don't enjoy stupid dances. See, that's what happened. I do it one time, and it was my downfall. Not going to happen again. Unless they pay me more.
I'm sure you'll get your chance.
Well, let's switch over to IPW, and there's one question from Jason. Actually, Jason wanted to ask: you had a match with TJ Miguel. You put him in a body bag, and we haven't seen TJ Miguel since. What happened?
What happened? Hey, you said it yourself. Put him in a body bag. First of all, Jason, you don't deserve to have me answer your damn question because you're not here, but I am going to answer it because I enjoy what I did to TJ Miguel. I got to plead the fifth. I can't say exactly what happened to him. I can tell you that my garden now has a fantastic new fertilizer from the Philippines. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that there's a dumpster that's about 75 pounds heavier on the island. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that Mom and Papa Miguel have been blowing up my phone asking, where's our baby boy? I don't know where your little Wonder Bread wearing pansy ass fucking brat is. All I know, he ain't here anymore. And if more people keep pushing my buttons, there's going to be more of them that ain't going to be here anymore. But no, I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened to TJ. That's for me to know and me to enjoy.
Note to self: do not piss off the Mauler. So April 4th, IPW Fatal 4-Way #1 contender for the PEI title. You were a heavy favorite here. What's going to happen in that match?
What's going to happen? Well, I got 3 men that I have to beat the crap out of. I have that goddamn dog collar man, Spike Etsy. I know he doesn't like it when people call him Spike Etsy. Guess what, boy? You're Etsy in my house. I gotta beat him. And I know. I saw what him and Chevron went through. I know he is not going to be easy to put down. But like the dog that he is, I'm putting his ass to sleep. And then I have the pink man. I'm not saying his name. With his loud mouth, his Chia Pet friggin' security guard, and his bitch wife. She's not going to be in the ring, but I'm going to pretend that she is when I beat and stomp his little pink ass into the mat. And then there's the guy you had on before me, Bad Thad Howitt. Again, you don't mess with a man that dangerous. I realize I'm stuck in a match with him. I'm going to do everything I can to avoid having to interact with him, but I realize at some point, one of us is going to go for a pin or submission, and the other one's going to break it up, and then it's just going to be 2 big monsters just beating each other to a pulp. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. All I knew is I'm going to just harness all my hate and anger, and I'm going to just take it all out on whatever he is. Bad Thad, the Juggernaut, Sleazy, Harry. I don't know. I think I saw a video of him wearing an X-Men cosplay at some point. Whatever he brings, I am going to beat as badly as I can. And, of course, all that's for the opportunity to go after the Orange Man, Rick Owens, the sentient friggin' safety pylon of the Shops at Bass Pro Shop. Which, by the way, the last little podcast I was at, he accused me of drinking through a straw. Okay, I'm not going to make any bones about it. I never claimed to be the image of health and fitness. Of course I've eaten fast food. Who doesn't drink with a straw? It's there for a reason. What, is Rick Owens one of these weirdos that's going to, tear open a hole on the top of the lid like it's a Tim's cup? Or he's going to, recklessly take off the top and try to drink it like it's an open glass while he's driving? I mean, sure. Okay, Rick, I drink from a straw. I don't understand how that's an insult. Good for you for thinking it is.
Well, Corey,
I don't know.
Mark,
The straw thing got me. I don't understand. It's a straw. It's what it's designed to do. If you would have said a paper straw, I can understand it. I hate paper straws, but like at least I can understand that as being a bit of a dig. But you know what? Fine. I'll just use that as motivation. Just another reason for me to ruin his life. Take that belt off of him, ruin his life, take away his money, take away his fame, take away the adulation of the fans. Not because I want it myself, just because I'm going to enjoy doing it to him. I'm going to give myself that satisfaction, that ecstasy, that climax.
well then, Corey, Mark, any more questions for Mr. Manning?
I mean,
nothing that I want to ask on air.
I do, but I want to be careful treading my way towards this question, because here's the thing. In the past, and you've been talking about Rick Owens and how you'd like to get your shot at his title. Well, win the title, obviously. But now I've always been told, it's important to think about the present, and thinking about the four guys you're going to be in the ring with, and you've been on the same live interview format with two of them. But then there was Bat Dad Howitt, which has said during his interview last time he was on with us that once you get in the ring with him, you're dead. So that's not an easy task, right?
Of course it's not an easy task. Look at the man. He's a juggernaut. He's a big, powerful man. Of course it's not going to be easy. Doesn't mean I'm going to be dead. Maybe a four-way. I know there's no disqualifications, but there are rules. He can't kill me in that ring. All right? And it doesn't I understand he's got more experience than I do. He's been doing this longer. Doesn't mean he's been alive longer. Doesn't mean he has more experience, more hate built up inside of him than I do. So yeah, and you know what? I'm going to take a licking. I'm going to take a lot of hits. I'm sure Spike wants to get his pound of flesh, and I'm sure the Pink Man, actually, you know what? Don't give a damn what the Pink Man wants. But I know that is going to be a tough obstacle for me to face. I know it's going to be a big mountain to climb. Well, the good thing about mountains is you climb them one step at a time. So it's going to be one punch at a time, one kick at a time. And you know what? Once I put him in my hate plague, snap that Cobra clutch on him, he's going to go to sleep. He's not going to have a choice. He's not going to have a say in the matter.
Well, this was an interesting interview. I want to thank you, Mauler James Manning, for joining us on the podcast.
Oh, believe me, I'm sure it was your pleasure. But I want to get one other thing across before you decide to cut me off. So I realize I might be stepping on some toes, might be saying some things some people don't enjoy. I want everyone that watches this to understand something, all right? I don't care. All right, I am the hate mongerer. I couldn't give a rat's ass about what you think, because there's a very specific reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. You may look at me, oh, he's just someone who hates everybody. Oh, but no, there's a reason for it. All right, because I'm what professional wrestling needs around here. Like I said before with the tag teams, it's the same old faces in the same old places. All right, time for some new blood. When I was having a match with TJ Miguel, whatever his name is there, Les Caliber at IPW, he mentioned on commentary that this is what professional wrestling needs, is a calling. That's why I'm here. I'm tired of all these goody two-shoes running around here with these delusions of what they are, all right? You guys like Ryan Denham, who carries around a toy horse. You've got guys like the Muscle Beast walking around with a monkey's head on his head. You've got guys like Orion, who claims he's a giant. He's 7 feet tall. It's not that far up there. You guys like, well, you had TJ Miguel. You saw where that got him. You got guys like, I'm not even trying, Julian Young's what? He's an Olympic-trained wrestler. I don't see any gold medals around his neck. You have guys like Undeniable, whatever he is, Kirk Albe. Good for you, Kirk. Like this is what wrestling deserves. Is a culling, is a cleansing, is a purge. That's why I'm here. That's what we're doing with the Hateful Dead. We are going to burn it down. We're going to burn it all down. And the fans may not realize it or not, but this is what they need. This is what they want. This is what they deserve. They will get it, whether they like it or not.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Again, thank you very much for joining us. And thank you, everybody, for listening. And I will leave you with embrace the hate. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Atlantic Time, so make sure to join us each week. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and also listen to the episodes and interviews on all your favorite podcast platforms, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. And if you want to support us even further, grab one of our t-shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees. Just scan the QR code to get yours. Until next time, thanks for listening and supporting Maritime Wrestling.